Hello everyone. It's time for the next phase of the barn build. I said in the last one, I believe there's at least 2 more episodes or 2 more phases, and we're getting started here. I got started yesterday. Forgot to bring the camera out. That's what happens when you got so much brain up here. You got to get it all sorted. Grab your coffee. We'll be back in just a little bit and get you caught up in where we are. I'll bet some of you, as soon as you saw this start up here, you knew exactly what we were doing. Yep. Yesterday I worked here and I got a trench cut to there. Now, some of the safety Sallies out there are going to say, you're not putting that deep enough. Why are you doing that without a conduit? Well, this is direct bury. This is a direct bury cable. I don't need a conduit. As a matter of fact, I can't put it in conduit because it'll trap the heat. And I'm not putting it deep enough. You're probably right, until I get to about here. And then I will go deeper. And the main reason for that is there is a line that's going through here that I know is there that has to be preserved for the simple reason it's our internet. And I have to make sure that I don't cut that. So I buried that yesterday and moved the rock, did all of that and got it buried around to here. I've got the trench to here, and from here we go down deep. And what I mean deep is that spade right there, I'll go about half that distance, or half the length of it, which will be about 8 inches, maybe 10 inches down. So I'm going to be marking these so that for some of you, they'll say, you know, you don't want to take a rototiller. No, I don't want to take a rototiller over, but I'm also going to be pouring, probably next year, I'm going to be redoing all of this sidewalk over top of it, including up against the house and that kind of thing. We're going to be doing a sidewalk over and into Mama's little private garden area for her she shack area. And so it'll all be protected in the long run. I'm also going to put markers, one there and one right here, permanent markers that will show straight line areas. And then from there will be a marker down here at the corner that'll show a straight line. And I got to dig all of that up. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I am sure I'll be back from time to time to keep you up on the progress. And then of course, once I get there, I got to dig a hole, and then I will be going into a conduit and up on the inside to a load center that I have that I will be mounting here very shortly. We'll be right back. Well, I've got the load center mounted, and what I did, I think you can see here, I leveled it out so that from here to there I had to put a bit of a spacer behind it to make it level, but I mounted it to where it would be sunk in, but my conduit will go straight down through the floor and out right next to that, right here and right out the next to the post. This load center came with, what was it, 3? I don't know, let me see. It came with 3 breakers. Let me see if you can, yeah, 3 breakers. And then I went ahead and bought 2 more breakers to 2 more 15 amp breakers. That will give me 3 or 4 15s and 1 30. And that should take care of anything and everything that I would ever need out of this one down here. I am not planning on doing anything. Maybe an air compressor now and again. Maybe something like a handsaw or whatever, like I'm doing now. Okay. I got the load center mounted in there, and I dug the trench around to there. Who would have guessed that there was going to be all kinds of roots in that ground? I don't understand where the roots could be coming from. But I do know one thing, and there's a pile of them right there. But I do know one thing. This old man is done for the day. Maybe 2. I haven't swung an axe that much in a long time. I already have the line painted, but man, hopefully the farther away I get from that thing, the less roots I'm going to be running into. And we can get down to there, because once we get to there, I mean, you know, I've already got the cable buried up and around through here, clear into the house. It's going through the conduit and coming out in the basement. It'll be hooked up exactly the same place as the workshop up here, the bigger barn. So, okay. We will leave it at that, and we'll see you the next time I get out here to do anything. Well, I just spent the day learning just how old I am. I got this, it doesn't really show it, but it's at least a foot deep. It's all the way down. Let me step over here. And you can see that, and it's all the way into the barn. This is, there you go. Now, what I've got to do is measure and cut the conduit in the barn that goes from the load center down and out, get that glued and put together. Well, it's the next morning, and as you can see, I've already been out here. The wire is laying in the bottom of the trench, and first thing I have to do is, well, I also have the conduit. I forgot to show you that. I have the conduit sticking out and the wire through it, and it has been fed into the barn. Now, the first thing I have to do is press that down, about 2 inches maybe, to get this wire flat on the floor. And I'll probably either put a rock or something to hold that down there while I start backfilling the rest of this trench. Now, I think today may be the day that we bring Old Yeller out and let him do a little bit of work this year. So we'll be back in a little bit as soon as I get all of this done. Kind of fun. I still having a hard time deciding what to do with Old Yeller. Getting him out now and again to do that kind of stuff is he's a good old good old piece of equipment, and I'm having a hard time making a decision to let him go if I ever do. I may not, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I still got some raking to do up here, getting that done, and I will use the Beast to pack it all in. Beast weighs about 2.5 times heavier than Old Yeller. But we got the cable buried. I'm going to go ahead and spend some time doing that, and then after that I'll do some wiring in here before I put power down here on this load center. So we'll be back in a little bit and show you the progress. Do you notice anything different? Do you notice anything missing? Where's the yellow extension cord? Has the umbilical cord been cut? Oh my goodness. It looks as if we have power in the Beast tractor barn. Flip the switch and we have lights. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put the door down so I can show you the other one. And then I will explain what all has been done. Now, where the door is, there is a light, and as you can tell, it's hanging kind of cantywampus. Now, there's a reason for that. These lights are just one hair shy of being able to fit up between here. Okay, they just won't do it. I guess I could bend the rafters to put them in. That ain't no way to be. So, and this one is dealing with the railing for the garage door opener. But these other two, they're hanging underneath. There is no railing. They hang underneath, and they are basically able to give me, with the three of them together and the door down, you can see it's pretty well lit up. For what this barn is, it is well lit. Now, if I was going to have this as a workshop, I would probably double, triple, let me see, I'd put 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I'd put 12 in here instead of 3. And, or at least 10. But this is not a workshop. This is a storage shop or barn per se. A lot of that's going to be gone. It's going to go back up to the workshop or to the big barn. This, I'm still thinking I may actually be hanging that from the rafters up here to give me more floor space. And then next spring, of course, that'll go back out to the pool. So here's what I did. As you can tell, we have the main. The main is on, and only these two. The top one is for this one and this one alone. It will be taken to more plugs as I get more wire, because I don't have that much. These bottom two are vacant. But what I did is I took this one, and I will mark them, at least here. And that is what is written as door and lighting. And it goes up and it travels, and then it comes over here and it's met with a second line which goes down to the switch. Once it gets over here, it goes into this plug. Now inside this plug, the plug itself is divided. It's divided so that this backside is on at all times for the door. And the front side is hooked up to the switch that I just showed you. Now also, I have banged right into that and taken it into this, which is also hooked up to the switch for the back lights. Now, if I can do this, as long as that other light's on, you can tell I can turn them on and I can turn them off. But yet the door stays on. So that should get us into the winter, if not more. I need to clean all of this up, clean it all out. Like I said, I may go ahead and hang this from the rafters. I'm still debating on that. The ladders are hanging against the walls. The crane boom, it's in against the walls. The two step ladders are hanging in the walls, up against the walls. And now it's time to start thinking about, what are we gonna do with the inside of this? What are we gonna do? I think we're gonna have to come up with something. But I think this is going to conclude phase 11. Phase 12 will be coming up. Well, as a stay-at-homer, I'd like to thank you all for stopping by. This is the conclusion of phase 11 of the tractor barn build. I hope you enjoyed your stay, and maybe you can come back again for number 12 when we get that ready to go. I'm still kind of deciding on which direction to go with that. We will see when it happens. Don't forget to give us thumbs up, subscribe, tell your family, tell your friends, tell anybody you happen to see in the voting line. Make sure you go out and vote. We'll catch y'all the next time. Y'all have a blessed, blessed, blessed day. Bye-bye.